What's going on, ladies? I have an unpopular opinion that subscribing to sisterhood and pack mentality keeps you stuck. I thoroughly believe that if you are a person who clings to groups, you have a group mindset. You can't operate without someone telling you how to think, feel, act. And that is just so counterproductive if you're trying to become the person who you want to be. What I'm noticing is that women who have self-actualized, women who are walking in who they're meant to be, every time you see these women, they're never where you left them. Never. They've always found a way to elevate and surpass expectations, which is why they don't really have a lot of friends around them to begin with, okay? Women who are self-actualizing, who are focused on themselves, not in a narcissistic way, and understanding that in order to prioritize their wellness and their elevation, they have to be alone. Those women tend to not run in packs because they understand that a lot of other women who are unevolved cannot be friends with someone like them. The only types of women that get along with beautiful women who are on their shit are other beautiful women who are on their shit. It just will not work with anyone else. You need to be equally yoked. You need to find your equal. And a lot of times when you are a self-actualizing woman, meaning you have an idea of who you want to be, you have a clear goal, you have standards, you have a certain type of lifestyle that you desire and want to upkeep, most of the time you're only going to have a handful of friends. I can count on one hand the amount of people that I call a true friend. And this is after playing the games in a group and failing miserably. This is after cycling through multiple friendships and trying to, build sisterhoods. And it failed. It never worked because a lot of times women who see self-actualized women succeeding and striving for greatness, they want to come into your life just to take notes. They're literally just there to steal your sauce and then try to compete with you. So basically, they do destiny swapping. They try to manipulate your mind, which is a form of witchcraft. If you guys want to learn more about that, you can check out Sapphire Love's channel. She talks a lot about, mind manipulation and how a lot of people will try to gaslight you and compete with you and copy you and then gaslight you and treat you like, you're going crazy or you're the one that's threatened by them. That's all freaking mind manipulation and witchcraft and bullshit. I don't have time for that. I don't know about you ladies, but at my big age, I don't have time for that. So I steer clear of trying to build sisterhoods, quote unquote sisterhoods. I don't stay in friend groups. I don't think it's lucrative for certain women. Are there exceptions to the rule? Yes. So before, the social justice warriors get in the comments and try to, berate me with, oh, well, I'm in a friendship group and I have friends that I've been friends with since college. That's good for you. But what you need to understand is that's not normal. Okay. So you are an exception to a rule. You are not the rule. So for me, I truly believe that women who are on their business, they are who they think they are. You know those women who you just can look at them and they are who they think they are? Like they walk into a room and they are sure of themselves. They have this air of confidence and this godfidence too. Like it's something deeper than just surface level. It's like within their bones, they have this confidence that can't be shaken. That's because that person did a lot of work on themselves. And what I find is that women who run in packs, women who run in groups, they have not done the work. In fact, I feel like they are avoiding the work. I have a friend, I wouldn't even call her like a close friend, just someone who I've known for a very long time, who I had a bond with once upon a time, who is very much engulfed in a pack mentality group culture. She has a ton of friends. Every time I turn around, it seems like she's making new friends and she recruits them into her original group. So it's like this revolving door within that friendship group. And what I will say is with her, every time we catch up, I'm always telling her about like what's going on with me, my relationship, like where I'm heading next. Like, I don't go into full detail, of course, but I do give her like the rundown on what I've been up to and just kind of life updates. And when I talk to her, she's kind of just dealing with the same stuff. Like she's dealing with the same weird behavior when it comes to men she's dating. She's still acting on impulse and doing certain things. And sometimes I just wonder, like, I love her to death, but sometimes I just wonder, Are you doing the self-reflection? Are you prioritizing yourself? Are you telling your friend group, no, I'm staying in tonight so I can journal, so I can pray, so I can meditate, so I can write down my goals, so I can create a business plan, so I can look myself in the mirror and affirm myself? What are you doing for you? Are you doing the work to unpack your childhood trauma? Are you doing the work to unpack why you attract or like toxic men? Are you doing the work? And a lot of times with women who are too busy chasing after a friendship group that's going to rock them to sleep and who's going to not hold them accountable for things that they do, a group of women who aren't going to help you to grow or to look for opportunities to be better, you're going to stay in that group and be comfortable and neglect yourself. And that's why I think it's so important that beautiful women who are wanting a certain life, who are wanting to get access to new places and elevate to rooms that they've never been in and live in a different city, live a big life and, be successful in whatever regard that looks like for you. I truly believe that you can't do that when you have 15 different energies pulling from you. When in reality, most of those relationships that you have within that friendship group, they're not genuine. Everyone is putting on a facade because they don't have to be real. When you get one-on-one with somebody, that's when you see the real them. That's when you can actually see how they feel, how they are, who they are. You don't know who people really are until you get them on a one-on-one basis. So this is why even when I was in college, I avoided sororities. I don't believe in sororities. I know that's going to be a controversial take. I know that's going to be a very unpopular opinion. But even if you ladies were in sororities, please let me know, like, what's some of the drama that you've experienced? Because I know it's not all sunshine and rainbows and sisterhood. It's not that. Like, I think I have enough knowledge and enough common sense to understand that if you put 60 women in a room, 45 of them are going to be beefing with each other. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys have been in sororities or know people in sororities, drop down in the comment section and let me know what your experience has been like. I would love to hear the inside scoop on, the ugly side of sororities and quote unquote sisterhoods. But just from hearing from other people and just from my own discernment and intuition, I never thought it was beneficial for me to join a sorority because I already battled with making genuine friends. I already battled with being able to see through women and them not liking me for that gift, for me being able to see through them. So I just thought that I would basically be like socially hanging myself because that's like a breeding ground for female narcissists, a breeding ground for energy vampires, a breeding ground for people who want your life and want to study you and copy you and compete with you. I don't have time for that. Especially in college when you're trying to like get your education, who has time for that type of drama? On top of, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12 paper assignments and tests every week and all the other stressors of life that you're experiencing while you're in school. Who has time for that? So, yeah, ladies, I just cannot get with the sisterhood mentality. If it worked for you, congratulations, you are a unicorn. But for the rest of us, we understand that it's very rare for women to all come together and have a sisterhood because a lot of women are entering friendships these days and have always been entering friendships with the mindset of what can I get from this woman? What can I take from her? What can I compete against her with? How can I steal her energy, steal her aura, steal her destiny? And it's very painful to have to go through a friendship breakup. I think probably even a little bit more painful than when you are dealing with heartbreak from a man, because this is someone who you bared your soul to most likely. She's another woman, so she should understand how delicate your feelings are. And instead of, honoring the friendship and honoring you as another woman, she decided to basically bulldoze over your heart. And that could be very, very painful to go through. So this is why I don't put myself in those types of situations to even have to go through heartache like that, because it can be very debilitating. It could be very distracting too. If you are a woman who's on the up and up, you're elevating, you're growing, you're self-actualizing. You don't have time for that. And those women know that. They know that when they come into your life and create turmoil and chaos and confusion, that it's going to throw you off your course. And then they're going to get a chance to kind of hurry up and try to do you better than you, while you're in this down and out phase. They know what they're doing, ladies. Trust me, I've been there. They know exactly what they're doing when they come into your life and try to turn things upside down. It's because they want to get a chance to compete and copy you. And they know that if they can bring you down to a lower vibration by being energy vampires, by competing with you, by gaslighting you, by doing mind manipulation, by doing witchcraft, whatever their vice is, they know that if they can get you off your pivot long enough, if they can hurt you badly enough, it will send you into a place of hermit mode, hiding, which is what I've talked about too, about why it's so important that no matter what's going on, that you shake that hiding phase, because a lot of people are banking on you staying hidden after they hurt you. They do these things because they know that it will take you off of your course. But it is so important that you do not let it. Have your moment, cry if you need to cry, scream if you need to scream, break some shit if you need to break some shit. But staying low and staying stuck is not what we're doing in 2024. So ladies, drop down in the comments section. Let me know your thoughts down below. Again, if you've been in a sorority, please drop any of your horror stories. Or if you know anyone who's been in a sorority, please drop any type of stories you have below. I'd love to have a discussion about that as well. That might be a topic for my next video. And I'll also be leaving my email in the description box below, so you can share your stories with me there as well. Have a lovely day, ladies.